Hey, buddy. We are live. Sunday morning. Very cloudy. Looks like rain is looming. Getting kind of pricey for the breakfast, so made my own today. So we got a bagel, a little scrambled egg, Canadian bacon, stuff like that. I just got done watching Mick's video. Check it out, where he made his own cable for a Honda cultivator. Cool video. Watch the whole thing. It's about 40 something minutes. Take a look if you get a chance. A real good video by our friend Mick, Mick's Mowers, the Mower Man. So I'm a little late today. Well, I'm actually early because normally it's supposed to be an 8 o'clock stream, but without Duchess, I have no reason to get up there for 6 a.m. So I basically watched some videos this morning. I watched Pate's, where Chrissy and Jason were doing the lawn, and I did Mix and a couple others and made breakfast. So link is there if anybody wants to come up. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Call me later on, Craig. Curious to see how things are going. Hope all is well with you and the family. That's my brother Craig from Ohio. But anyway, today we have Canadian bacon and scrambled eggs and a bagel. So Duchess and gasoline and everything else is getting kind of pricey. Yeah, Henry, you must have already gone to the diner, Henry, right? Yeah, I mean, by the time I pay for gas to get up there and breakfast, you're talking about $15, and I can't do that 3 or 4 days a week. That gets kind of pricey. So we got brother Craig here, my buddy Henry, Catch a Cow. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it Tom or is it James? I'm trying to think. I apologize. Everyone's good. Lucas here. Everyone's saying hello. But hey, homemade breakfast is just as good. And I'm thinking next week. Let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking next week is Father's Day. Okay. My father's no longer here, but I'm here for my kids. So I'm thinking, if my daughter Jessica allows it, I'll take a ride with my son Nick, and I'll go up to Jessica's and have them make me breakfast next week. As a Father's Day live stream, my kids will make me breakfast. What do you think? I'm thinking that'd be pretty cool. So let's see if Jessica agrees. I don't know if she's watching, but maybe she'll text me. All right, man. Who else we got? John Rhodes, hello. How are you doing? Everybody's saying hello to everybody. James, I thought it was James. All right. Very good. Good morning, James, or good afternoon. Mark Wiley, how you doing? Everybody's saying hello to everybody. What'd you have at the diner, Henry? Same thing? Pancakes and eggs? That's what Henry usually has. Good diner, though, by Henry, where he is. I'll head up there again, but with gas and everything, Henry, you're about, what, 43 miles? So that's, what, about $22 each way just to go see Henry. I love you, Henry, but that's kind of pricey. Crazy. I did get gas yesterday, though, for $4.87, but every other station is over $5. Everyone. So, it's all right. I was gonna say, Henry, is that cute blonde still there? She's a blonde girl, beautiful nails, real pretty girl. Nice to look at when you have breakfast. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, check out Mick's new video, guys, if you haven't. He had to make a throttle cable for a 2-stroke Honda. I think it's 2. No, maybe it's 4-stroke. No, I think whatever. But cultivator. He made his own throttle cable for it. Pretty cool video. Oh, yeah. Everybody saying hello, hello, hello. We only got 12 in the house. Smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I have some cool stuff once in a while. I even got an offer from Jason Pate to send me a gas tank for that weed eater, but the guy don't want to spend any money. He doesn't want to really spend anything. So he thought it would just be like a quick carb clean or something. No. And in today's economy, you can't afford to do charity work, that's for sure. Yeah, diesel here, the cheapest diesel I saw was $6.60, I think it was. It's crazy. Hey, Rich, how you doing? I'm assuming you're at church, Rich. Getting the church ready for morning services. How's things up in Dundee, Michigan? Warm, cold? What's it doing here? It feels like 60s. Let's see what we got. It is, 63. Supposed to go up to what? Ooh, rain, rain, rain. Shows rain all day. Supposed to go up to 69. Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, Pete. I tell you, yeah, you guys will be up to like $8, $9 a gallon. Crazy stuff. Crazy. Saying hello, Barry. Hello, Barry. How are you? Great evening, man. Hey, Artie. Hey, I didn't see you before, but happy belated birthday. I know it was your birthday a week or so ago. So happy belated birthday to our buddy Artie. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, rain all day. Yeah. I got stuff. I got a ring job I got to do on a Honda that's in the shop in the basement. So I'll get that going. Hopefully get that filmed today. I'm going to film the whole damn thing with just one camera and then just, I don't know, maybe I'll see if I can try and edit it. We'll see what happens. No, I don't know what he wants to do with it though. He didn't tell me if he's going to pick it up or if he leaves it for me, I'll have Jason send me a tank and I'll go from there. But at this point, I don't want to spend my time and effort if he doesn't want to pay. In fact, I just did a Toro for him. I don't think I did a video on that one, but it was just something where he had water in the fuel. I mean, it was just water in there, basically. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. Uh-oh. The video just popped up. Ben's Workshop. That's a good channel. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I hope Tom chimes in. I used to watch him. In fact, I'm subscribed to was it Spoon? What was this called? Spoon Carving with Tom, I think was his other channel. And I subscribed to it. I used to watch it. Then when I saw him here, I said, something sounds familiar. It's the same guy. So yeah, hopefully Tom will be up. Hey, there's Sandy. Come up on panel, Sandy. You can show yourself to everybody. Good morning. Hopefully all is well. We forgot the most important thing. Cheers, everybody. The lifeblood. The lifeblood. Let's see. Yeah, Sandy's good to see Sandy back. Sandy, I don't know who blocked you or when they blocked you, but it was in the block list, so I took care of it yesterday, but I apologize for that. I don't know who did it. Andrew's here. How you doing, mate? Good afternoon to you, because you're over in the UK. Hope all is well with you. Twisted V, Marks. Hey, how are you? I've been watching you guys on your boat. It looks like good times, fun time. Or actually, I don't know if that's yours or if that's Ed's boat, but looks like you guys are having some good times out there. Mark and Sandy and Ed and all those guys. But I usually watch the streams, but lately I've just been watching a lot. I haven't been participating in too many, but welcome and good to see you here. Hopefully all is well. Sandy saying hello. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. Oh yeah, definitely gotta have coffee. Definitely. The lifeblood. Mark Wilde. Hey, Matt Olson. Hey, Doc. How are you? I saw you doing some, what was it, pine boards the other day. I think you were doing some milling. Anyone who doesn't know, Dr. Olson, visit his channel, Chainsaw Repairs and log milling. Good channel. Let's see. 3 years of Tom's video. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tom's been doing some good stuff. I tell you, those spoons are not cheap either. Pretty, but man, I don't know if I'd spend 200 quid on a spoon. But nice. Oh yeah, we definitely missed you, Sandy. Everyone's saying hello, hello, hello to everybody. Oop. Mick Hardy, hello, Mick. How are you? Oh, ooh, the chat is jumping. Roadrunner, haven't seen you in a while. Good morning. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. Everybody's saying hello, 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 hello. Boom. What we got here? Cedar soft. Ooh, nice. Cedar soft. Oh, cedar must smell great. Love the smell of cedar. Is our friend Barney Fife. Good morning, John. How are you? Hope all is well. Everyone's glad to see everybody. Yeah, we usually have a good crowd here in the morning on a Sunday. I'm a little late based on what I've been doing. I've been going to Dutchess at 6 a.m. Today I slept in a little bit, watched some YouTube videos, and made myself some breakfast. So everybody's saying hello. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we had a fun stream yesterday on Conkers. That was interesting. The after conversation is always funny. You guys don't see that, but when the StreamYard dies and we go gray, we can all talk to each other, the ones that are on panel, and oh my gosh, we have some fun conversations. It is always good. That's why it's fun when you're on panel because you can take advantage of the after panel discussion. So anyone that doesn't know about that, we have a real good time with the after panel discussion because no one can see it. It's not recorded, so we can say whatever the hell we want and just have some fun. Let's see. Boom, boom. All wood is crazy, Matt. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I started doing my trim boards in that plastic wood. The wood prices are just nuts. But oh yeah, Conker's always a great stream. 12-foot tire. Ooh, nice. $40. Holy crap. Who's in the basement? Luke. Luke, what's up? How you doing? What's going on over in the UK? You got rain or sun or what do you got?
It's nice weather, yeah. And they reckon next Friday it's going to be 30 degrees, and that's pretty good for us.
Do you guys have a Father's Day like us next week or no?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think your Mother's Day is different to our Mother's Day.
Yours, I think, was a week difference. It was in June. It was in what the hell was it? May. Ours was in May.
Yeah, I knew it was different because I thought that was a bit strange. But now the Father's Day being the same, yeah.
Are you doing anything with your
dad? No, I'll just buy him something, some tool or something, which he might need.
Yep.
I usually get him a pretty decent tool on Father's Day and his birthday. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking if my daughter will allow, I'll go over there. I'll do a live stream from her house, have her make a nice big breakfast, and enjoy that. You know,
will they be in it or will they stay away from the?
Yeah, they will. No, they will. Yeah, I don't think they really care. Mrs. Potty Mouth will still be sleeping until 11 o'clock. So by the time it's done and I get home, she'll still be sleeping. So my wife likes to sleep she'll probably be up sleeping until 10, 11 o'clock today. It's crazy. I can't sleep that late. You know, once the sun is out, I'm up. You know,
we can't anymore. We get up early in the week for work. And Laura gets up about half an hour before me, about 6. So I get up about 6, 6:45, and the weekends I'm the same.
Mm-hmm. And here now the sun's coming out at like 5 a.m. So
ours is as well. Yeah,
I'm usually up 4:30.
Well, as it's going to be quite warm this week, I'm going to try and get to bed a bit earlier and get up and get out to work early because I've got customers that are away, so I can go there. It's 6:30 if I want. You know, real early start. So I might do that.
Now, how is the business now with regards to say lawn cutting versus landscape type jobs? What's the majority? Is it mostly lawn cutting or?
For me, we never really did a great deal of landscaping stuff, but we did do a lot of fences at one point. We did a lot of fencing, but I don't really do them now. I find it's easier, less stressful, just to do the grass and the garden maintenance and that side of things. And I've got enough of that to keep me busy. So
I saw Laura out there cutting. It looked like she was really putting the effort in.
I think how many steps did you do the other day, Laura? 27,000 steps she did the other day.
Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, but with her gait, what is that, about a half a mile? If it was John Clem, it'd be like 7 miles, you know.
I tell her she's got to speed up on the HRX because you've got that orange lever. You know, the hydrostatic lever, which you got fast and then slow. But she can't have it fully because her legs won't keep up with the mile.
Oh, no, some of the self-propels are real quick.
Yeah, them HRXs are pretty light, and they've got they did fit a good hydrostatic gearbox on them.
Now, is that a roller drive?
No, I only use 4 wheels.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Because I always sort of preferred them back in the day, and a lot of people have said you've got to have rollers and make the lovely lines and that, but I'm not going to offer people saying they don't ask for. I find it quicker with a 4-wheel. If they don't ask for it, and they're happy with what we do, I'm not going to. Yeah, you do sort of get lines because you've got the flap on them. You sort of get lines, but not the deep lines like you do with the rollers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, the thing is, if someone asked me to do a lawn with a roller, I'll just charge them a bit more then because they'd be getting the lines. So people are happy.
What's Tim saying? Haircut, or is it just watered down for today?
It's a bit watered down, but it's not too long actually. I had my passport photo I took the other week, so I thought I'd have a trim for that. And that come back really quick. They reckon Sparky was on about it the other day that they were taking ages. I was come back in 3 weeks, our passport. So they're all sorted.
What's going on with the mopeds?
Not a great deal at the moment because I'm still trying to sort out this unit and I need to get the van done because I want to move the van from the little unit to the big unit. So that's what we were on yesterday. Doing a bit more job on the van, work on the van.
Hey, Klaus.
Hi, Klaus.
Hey, guys. Hey, Luke. Again. How you guys doing?
Yeah, too bad for Sunday morning.
That was my little prize I won from, one of them from James's live the other.
Nice.
What was that?
This little coffee mug from James. I won that.
Yeah,
I won,
nice.
Some Milwaukee.
That's one way to get rid of your extra shit.
A Milwaukee little Posy bits, the Posy bits.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few other
Kevin.
Okay.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
I didn't really have a coffee mug like this, so it was handy.
I have a coffee mug. It's one of those kind.
I won. I think from James. One of the prizes I won was this. There we are. Charging station for multiple phones.
Yeah, I won one of them as well once on one of his videos.
Yeah.
What is that? USB?
Yeah, and it's really nice. The thing is, I have absolutely no clue what I need it for.
I have exactly the same, and that I think
I'll probably give it away.
Repurpose.
There you go.
Repurpose. There we go. Repurpose. Yes. Thank you.
You never give away a gift. You repurpose it.
No. There you go. You're absolutely right.
the vegetables have begun in the comments.
Ken, do you ever deal with zero-turn mowers?
Oh yeah.
I have a Toro C400.
Yep.
How do you remove the deck from the machine?
Oh, Scott, I think you got your YouTube on.
I don't know why.
How do you remove what? The deck?
Remove the mower deck from the machine.
Is it one of those time savers?
No.
Somebody's got YouTube running.
Somebody's got YouTube running.
I think it's whoever is down there. Is it Scott?
I just muted Brick.
No, man, is it?
Who's on that side? Way over.
Yeah, no, Scott is on there. I just muted him, so hopefully he'll shut it off. He's probably got his phone on. Yeah.
That's okay. No, it's got 4 small sets of cheeks that actually lift and lower the deck from the mechanism.
Yep.
So that the deck will bounce if it has to.
Yeah.
It also has these 2 forks that seem to go towards the back.
Yep. What model is it, Ken? What model?
Z400.
I'll take a look while we're talking.
Yeah, because I'd like to get the deck off, end of season.
Yep.
And really reassemble it, take it apart, clean it up real good. If I have to replace parts, do that. Yeah. And then coat it so that I don't have the grass build up under there and mold up and everything. It's a pain to get under it.
Yeah, that's what I've got to do with my right stander. That's the same because it mulches. You get so much stick underneath, and it builds up so bad. All it does is vibrate. You just hit it, and the grass doesn't go out the chute. So it's crazy.
Lately it's been real wet in the mornings too. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow, I'm getting real behind on the front.
So Klaus froze. I think Klaus is froze.
There we go. All right.
Is it raining up by you yet, Ken?
Not yet, but it's ominous. It's coming.
It started here a little bit.
They said on and off all day, so we could use it. We could use it for the grass.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we could do some more. We did have a bit last weekend, but it hasn't really rained through the week, and everything's drying up a bit now.
Oh, he's back. You all right, Klaus?
I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. Phone has a tendency to drop me off from time to time. I don't know what that's about.
Hey, question for you guys that grow like flowers and stuff. You got to like water every day or what?
I do every other day.
Potted?
No, in the ground. I planted them outside. You know,
my customers, when they're away, ask us to do it about twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how hot it gets.
Yeah, I'm just curious with annuals if they'll dry up if you have a day or two of like bright sun with no. But
I suppose if you're in the 30,
around it. Yeah.
I suppose if you're in the 30 degrees and that, then you want to probably do a bit more then. But
the smaller the pot, the more often you have to water.
Yeah. But luckily, some people we work for, they're going to be away a couple of months, but they have a cleaner as well. So she does it one time, we do it the other. So we don't have to keep going there to do that.
Cool.
Because it's a pain. They've got a long hose, and they've got a hose that will reach right. It's a big garden. It'll reach right the way. It's okay pulling it out, but winding it back in, it takes ages. Even though they've got one of them windy things, it's still a bit.
My mother bought one of those fabric hoses that scrunches up into nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It works really well. When you turn the hose off, it scrunches up into like the size of a softball.
Yeah.
It's a 25, 30-foot hose. So.
Well, don't you hate it when you get an airline or a hose, when you try to wind it up and you have to keep going opposite to wind it because it doesn't flow properly when you're trying to wind it? It drives me mad. That's...
But I tell you, the hoses, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You know, there's cheap hose and there's good rubber hose. In fact, Sears used to sell a Craftsman rubber hose. It was like a 3/4 inch ID. They don't sell it anymore. And I tell you, you could keep it out in the winter and it wouldn't freeze or anything. It was really nice.
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
Just going to mute myself for a minute, guys.
With aluminum ends to go onto a brass fitting.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to cut it off.
Yep.
I've got to grind the fitting off and get it off.
I put the quick connects on mine so I can just connect them.
What are the sort of makes of garden hose over in the States? What are your top makes of garden hose over there?
They're called Chinese.
You really, I'll be honest with you, you really don't have a lot of brands of hose. No. I just look for industrial grade rubber hose.
Yeah.
You know, because that way it's thicker and a 50-foot hose
is $100 and something. Yeah, but that hose will last you 25.
Oh, easily. Yeah, and what I like about it, it can take hot water. So in the winter, I could wash the vehicles and not worry about the hose breaking down.
That's right.
Because we have Hose Lock, and there's another one, Gardenier, I think. It's probably German or something like that. And they tend to be the main two, really.
Yeah, you go to Home Depot and Lowe's, it's all cheap crap for the most part. You got to really, even go to a hydraulic store and just tell him, I want industrial grade 3/4 inch hose with the hose ends on it, and he'll do it for you. Yeah, but again, you're talking $2 a foot.
Yeah.
Sure. But you won't have to buy another one.
No, I got 2 of them I use because it's about 60 feet to the street, so I use it in the winter. Let's see, I'm getting way behind with the.
Who's pressure washing? Is that Andrew?
With the chat, yeah, he said he was working on something. Oh, I thought he was taking a leak. Oh, okay.
Well,
I hope he's not.
And he's a little stiff if he is.
I was going to say that and well endowed. So good for you.
Yeah.
Talking about pressure washing, I just hit everything up. I need to go wash the car. So it was a lot more fun to talk to you guys than it was to start washing the car.
Klaus, you're like.
He sounds like
I know. He sounds like
voices on the video.
He's like.
Is it better now?
No.
I think you have to reset.
You look frozen, but your voice is all. Oh, we'll see. He'll come back. That was interesting. Like he was talking to a fan.
Sounds like he's rapping.
All right. Everyone's saying hello. Good to see you, Mr. Palmer. Haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tim around for a while.
Yeah, he's probably busy cutting grass. Yeah, usually we see Tim everywhere. I haven't seen him. Oh, let's see.
Up, Tim.
See. Oh yeah, Goodyear. That's what it is. like the name brand rubber companies, like
Yeah.
Goodyear. If you get a Goodyear branded hose, that's a good hose.
Tim put hose lock, and the thing is with hose lock, when you have the quick connectors, they stay on. If you buy the Chinese copied ones, they pop off. They don't grip on so much. You've got a bit of pressure behind them, then they keep popping off, which is really annoying, especially when you got it on a pressure washer.
Yeah, this is what I want to get for my pressure washer.
For the driveway?
To use upside down so I can get under the mower deck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My buddy does that with his cars and trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think Lowe's has it down here for $45.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Amazon's got one for about $35, but it looks garbage.
Yeah.
It looks garbage. And this one is on Amazon, but I think it's just garbage. And it's probably still made by the same company.
I made the mistake last year. I kept my my hose, the gun, I kept it outside.
It freeze.
And no, I don't know if it froze or not, but I go to use it this year. It wasn't really working right. I opened it up. It's actually, you can take it apart. It's like a stainless steel.
Oh, yeah.
Rebuild.
I replaced there's O-rings inside. Yeah. So I replaced the O-rings and it actually, it works
better. That's good. Yeah. I see the pressure washers that have the spiraling jet.
Yeah. Yep.
The ones I have are just straight jets. They don't.
That's what I got. But you got to watch with the spiraling, though. I mean, it's good for getting grease and stuff off.
Yeah.
But if you're pressure washing your house, you got to watch because it'll leave lines.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, doing up on the sidewalk or even under the mower deck, if I can get under there, the spiraling washer is pretty good.
Henry, welcome back.
Hi, Henry.
Good
hey,
morning.
thank you. Is my sound better now?
Klaus?
Yeah, you're perfect at the moment.
I enjoyed it though before. You
sounded like, do you know when you watch them videos and they do that sort of fake voiceover? You sounded like that.
Take the marbles out of your mouth.
I'm telling you. Yeah, sounded good.
I don't know. My logging into Google this morning has been funny. First of all, it wouldn't recognize my account or my password.
Oh,
and then when it logged on to, I don't know what it was, but I don't think it was me. so I logged out again and tried again, and it went fine. And then I don't know what it is with the phone and the PC's right behind the phone here. And if something goes wrong with one of the logins, it has an effect on the other. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been having problems with because they've been digging up the streets and everything, putting down new lines for some other internet company or whatever.
Henry, the Russians are at it. They're getting back at us.
Is that what it is? But I get, I never got spinning, but now I get that spinning.
You get the spiral. Just go around and around.
The buffering, yeah.
Yeah.
I had that last night. I was trying to watch something and it just kept buffering.
Yeah, there's something going on, and like you guys were saying, it took an hour or 12 hours.
Henry, 36 hours. It still didn't upload. I deleted it and did it again. 36 hours. It was still
something's going on.
What, you were trying to upload a video and it took 36 hours?
Someone said a server farm in California burnt or something, had a fire, and it screwed up all kinds of internet or something. I don't know.
Because how long does it usually take you to upload, say, a 15-minute video?
10 minutes.
Yeah, that's same here. About 10 minutes. It used to take most of the night. I used to put them on before I went to bed and then do it like that. It used to take a long time.
I never, like an hour video that I've made, it only took an hour to upload.
Yeah, basically one-on-one. Yeah, almost.
Yeah, they don't take long. Not nowadays. No. We upgraded, and when we went to fiber, that's been good. I don't think I've ever buffered on these live streams. It keeps up all the time.
Yeah. But something definitely going on out there.
Oh, yeah. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, and we're paying for it, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, believe me, they've got us already.
Henry, what don't we pay for?
John.
Well, a lot of people are getting worried over here because of how much everything's going up. It is getting a bit ridiculous now.
It's crazy.
Well, now you go to cash register, you pay for something, and they ask you, do you want to donate the change? Do you want to donate?
No.
Hold on here. Nobody donates to me. Nobody asks me where I'm getting the money from. You
I
know.
like Home Depot though. They want to email you the receipt now.
Oh, a lot of ours have been doing that for what I asked for paper. I
Yeah.
asked for the paper.
Donate. If I donated to everybody, I'd be broke.
Yeah, yeah. Well, wait a minute.
Well, then we can donate. Then we can donate to you, Henry, and it all works out.
Well, you can still donate to me. Come on.
Henry, if the government gives you a monthly stipend, you're still broke.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Now,
matter.
this is a good example. The local shop we go to, they've got a shelf with all like, I call it the goodies on. It's got like the chocolate bars and the packs of chocolate bit, crisps, the bigger bags of crisps. They used to be the pound. They used to be the pound shelf. Everything was a pound on offer, basically on offer. Now everything on there is £1.25.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Quarter more
Yeah.
on everything now.
And the package is smaller.
Yep, and they're getting smaller and smaller as the years go on. Yeah.
They usually price everything in our area so that when you add the tax in, it makes it an even amount.
It breaks out to an even
Yeah.
coin.
It's
Yeah.
a conspiracy. They're trying to kill it.
Pound cake used to be pound cake because it was 16 ounces. Now, because it's only 12 ounces, they can't call it a pound cake. They have butter loaf.
Butter loaf.
Well, it was a bit.
False advertising. If they call
I
it
got a bit annoyed with Poundland because Poundland, you think everything can be a pound, but it didn't. Then things started coming in there £2 and then £5, and it's not Poundland anymore. Poundland's
Everybody's
Poundland.
jumping on that bandwagon, even though it's not costing them anything. You know,
Look,
they're
we have a
jumping
store
on
over
that
here.
bandwagon.
We have a store over here. It's called Five Below.
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah. Now it's not Five Below anymore. It's Nine Below.
Yeah.
They just haven't changed the name.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever notice the dollar store is running out of dollar stuff?
Oh yeah. Well, everything's $1.25, $1.40.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's all
cheap,
the
but-
same. It's the same for you, with your currency as it is with us with ours.
Well, even the Chinese are feeling the effect. They have to raise prices too.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Every
hard.
time, like the government gave everybody $15, $16 an hour to pour coffee, that's when everything started going up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. California. The cost of living in California is about 55-60% higher than anywhere else.
Well, my wife works with special needs kids. The kids at McDonald's are making more than her an hour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, what's going to happen? They can't afford it at $15 an hour. It's going to go up to $20 an hour, and everything else is going to go back up again.
That's
I don't eat a lot of McDonald's.
Sucks.
I don't eat a lot of McDonald's, but I went there the other day, and a meal with a Big Mac was like 10 and change. I was like, what?
What used to cost me $8 for breakfast is $12 now.
Yeah, well, we went to our daughter's where she works, a cafe. £9.20 for a large breakfast, and her boss has told her now, make sure when you put things in the oven, make sure you fill it right up as much as you possibly can because the electricity in that is so expensive. Do as much as you can because it's going to be a tough few months for her, apparently.
Andrew, what was that round thing, Andrew?
Carb bowl.
Oh, you're on mute, Andrew, for some reason.
You muted him, remember?
I muted him? No, I muted Briggs.
There we go.
Is that rust in the bottom or just a bit of dirt?
Rust.
That's corrosion. Yeah.
Get a tiny wire brush on it.
Well, that's stainless rust.
That's gonna make. I reckon somebody's rounded up and head in there to put a jet.
Oh yeah, always trying to get the jet out. Yeah.
You know what I do? I leave one the other day. I couldn't get out.
I'll bring those carburetors to like Lowe's or Home Depot and go into the aisle where they have screwdrivers and find ones that fit. I'm serious.
Open in Lowe's.
Because Klein, the Klein brand, which is a really good brand of electrical screwdrivers, they make some really nice like carbide tip ones that fit perfect in those.
Yeah.
Although I've been to Tractor Supply, in the 99-cent bin, I found screwdrivers that work perfect too. So you never know.
I have my little. I've seen some of the newer Honda ones. The slot in the slot in the what's it called? It's called a.
There's a mucky one.
What, the emulsion tube?
No, yeah, well, the jet, the slot in the jet gets thinner. I have this little thing here. This is my.
Homemade?
This is no. It's a Vera. It's a Vera type of thing.
Briggs and Stratton used to sell a tool just like that years and years and years ago. As a matter of fact, in the old books, they have that.
They still do, Henry.
No, the shorter one, like you just showed.
Oh, I got a thinner one.
Yeah, they have two sizes. Yeah.
Okay.
But years ago, they used to have just that short one, like you showed in the beginning.
Yeah.
They used to sell those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one will take 98% of all jets out.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's if anybody's interested, it's a brand is Vera, WERA.
Oh yeah, heard of
and
what's it called?
And it's called 110070. I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not.
Nah, it's not clear enough.
No, 110070. That's the
Let's see
number
if Amazonian has it.
Can you believe that mower actually ran with that carb like that? Actually ran.
No.
It did run, but awful. But I got it like that afterwards. It come up.
Well, you know what happens when people clean the inside of their bowls? There you go. Yeah. When the people clean the inside of their bulbs, they get rid of the coating that they put on there, and that's why they rust.
And the thing is, all you can do is when it was as bad as this one is just try and get it as good as you can. I got it like that in the end. So come up pretty
I usually always have a couple of extra new bowls for Hondas. They don't fit the Chinese always, but so I only change them on Hondas. And the bricks ones are, I think, aluminum. Some of them.
Mick, that'll cost the electric, the lazy spar up. But someone told me they cost £60 a month for electricity, a lazy spar hot tub.
Wow.
We've turned ours off at the minute.
I'm not turning anything on other than my phone these days.
Exactly, yeah. We've turned that off. I don't use that much in the shed. And that compressor now and then, but that's about it. And the lights.
Yeah. Can I have my mower battery recharged? Yeah, it'll be $10.
Yeah.
I know one for 15.
Yeah. Well, no, it's heating season over here in my shop has ended. It does that every year on June 1st. So I turn it off. It's one of those heat pump type of things. And it doesn't come on until fall again. So hopefully that'll help out.
Mick, I've got a question. Who's going to look after the hot tub? Because you have to do the chemicals and you have to do all of this. And it takes Laura quite a while.
What's a lazy spar?
It's a blow-up hot tubs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be spa instead of spar?
Spa. Yeah.
No
spa. Yeah.
Lazy spa.
Spa.
It's a blow-up swimming pool for adults.
Yeah.
That.
Hey,
I can afford it, but it's only when I've got enough time off we'll put it on then, because I'm not going to have it on all the time if it's costing with the electric prices at the moment. You've got to be sensible.
You know, I don't particularly like a spa. You sit there and cook like a lobster. I really, it's not my favorite.
I quite like it in the evenings when it's a real nice evening. But the problem is, it's a bit messing about because it's got chlorine in. You got to get just straight in the shower afterwards to wash the chlorine off and all that, and it's a bit of a faff. And the chemicals you got to buy, then you got to put the anti-foam in it. And because we have hard water, you have to put something else in it so that the water going round the pump doesn't scale up. So it's a bit of messing about.
You're not supposed to stay in there more than 15 minutes either.
That's right.
No, get your heart rate up or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's 40 degrees, so actually our body, that's what it's at when it's at its highest. And what our temperature, about 36, isn't it? Human temperature 36, is it?
98.6, whatever that is.
Yeah, so we are a little bit, if you're in water, a bit hotter than what you are. So yeah, even though we do sit in this a bit longer than that times, but you're not, Henry's right, you're not supposed to.
No.
I like the smell of the chlorine, but if
Nick's
I
gonna
don't
have
watch...
the vicar come by.
Huh?
Hey, Lee.
The vicar's coming by.
coming by where?
Gonna bless the tub.
Yeah.
Thing is, Nick, I find 35. I find that not warm enough when I get in there, so I always have mine at the 40.
Well, hey, talk about temperature though. When you guys take a shower, do you like my kids love it scalding hot? I can't deal with that. I
ramp it up pretty hot.
I want it so I could just barely feel it, and that's it. I'm only in there for like 2 minutes. You know, my kids.
I have mine pretty high. It's pretty
hour.
warm. But because we've only got an electric shower, as the water, the cold water comes in, it heats it up in the electric shower. As it comes in, it depends what time of year it is, where I have to have it set, because the water coming in is warmer, obviously, in the summer than it is in the winter, isn't it? So you have to keep messing around adjusting it. I'll tell you what I've had to do when it's really cold before. Turn the little valve down so the water comes through a little bit slower so it can heat it as it goes through. Otherwise, you can't get the temperature quite up when it's really cold. I mean, when it's like minus 10 or something.
Reduce the pressure.
Yeah.
Is that one of those trolls unknown?
I don't think so. I think unknown. I'm trying to think of his name. I'm trying to remember. I think unknown. What's your name? Put it in there, just so we know. No, I think it's someone legit.
Yeah.
And he likes to smell chlorine.
Yeah. Well, you can tell when it's summertime in our neighborhood. Growing up, you could always smell because everyone had a pool. So
I don't mind the slight whiff of it, but it gets overpowering over a while.
Hey, Morton. What's going on, Morton?
Hey, Morton. By the way, last night, Morton and I kept on yakking away after everybody had locked off. And all
we
of a
did
sudden,
that one time for 2 hours. It was crazy.
Yeah.
You guys stayed on for 2 hours after?
No, not me. But I'm saying I've done that before.
Yesterday, it was 1 a.m. here before I locked off. So. Hi, Morton. Okay, guys, I can't put this out anymore. I got to go wash the damn car.
Okay,
it's sitting there. It's waiting for me. Take care, guys. Have a great Sunday.
See you later.
Yeah. Right.
Enjoy.
Yeah, one of my customers called me up this morning. I had to call him back. He's the one where I got those cast valve covers for the Honda.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is I forgot you need longer screws because the flange is longer. And I guarantee you he's calling me up like, the screws are too short. Yeah, well, they're going to be. And they're metric. They're what the hell are they? I think they're M6. Was it M6 by 1? Is that what it is? Or M6
Could be that, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, you get them at Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. Yeah. But it's just, he probably tried to put them on his way to do a job or something. And he's like, crap, Because he had a couple of them that were dented in, wouldn't start. And he wanted to change them over. But I gave them to him like 2 weeks ago. I'm surprised he hasn't called. But I just thought of it. As soon as I saw his text saying, please call me, I said, I bet you it's about screws.
Yeah.
I've never had that. I've never actually had a mower that happened with a dented.
His pickup trucks, the equipment isn't tied down.
No,
the mowers go back, forth. They just bang into everything.
Yeah, I suppose over in the States they have more pickups. You've got more. We do have pickups. Over there, I think you have more pickups.
Well, we have longer beds too. So
yeah,
travel. So
I can drive with them moving around. I have to I just have bungee straps to sort of hold everything in its place.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of guys just throw them in the back and they just get all of them.
That was me, Henry.
Oh yeah.
That was easier that way.
Unknown is from the UK. Let's see. There's more.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm taking my scooter into the dealer next Saturday. Hopefully that'll come back fixed, and I'll take a ride up to Connecticut.
Yeah, nice.
What size scooter?
Bergman 650.
Oh, nice.
John, if anything moves in the back of the van, I blame it on Laura. Got to blame it on someone.
Ever since they made trucks more like cars inside, girls were even buying trucks.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And it was just getting full. Everybody had a truck now.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of what they call SUVs now. We used to call them station wagons.
Oh yeah.
No. They're called some ugly vehicles.
Yeah.
That's what we get now over here when the mum's taking the kids to school. It's like, who has got the bigger one? Who's got the best one? You know
what it is, though, Henry? The station wagons, or estates, as you call them over there, they call them crossovers now.
Yeah.
Because they're getting lower. They're not as big, but they call them like my daughter bought a Subaru Crosstrek. It's called a crossover.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We wouldn't be called dead in our family station wagon. But they all buy station wagons now.
So they don't call them station wagons anymore. Anything new? Is there anything made? No.
No.
Well, I remember on the older like 80s films and that American films, you always heard them say station wagon back then.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember General Motors had the Chevy. The tailgate would slide down under the bumper. And the rear window would go up into the roof so that the whole back end was open, nothing hanging off the back of the car.
Right.
Except those 30-foot long pieces of lumber you were trying to get home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they used to have the wood grain on, didn't they? Like John said.
Yep.
We used to have the Morris 1000. They call them the Travelers back in the day, and they had wood on them. And minis, the little minis years ago, they were the same. But why they'd actually put wood on a vehicle, they wouldn't nowadays, would they? Not in the outside.
They were called Woodies, weren't they?
Woodies.
Yeah.
The old Woody. That was
they called the minis Woodies.
Ford that actually started that, wasn't it?
Who?
Was that Ford that first came out with the vehicle?
So.
Was Woody?
Yeah.
Well, the Woody actually came out in the 20s.
Yeah, it was
they actually had what they used to call them sedan deliveries, and they converted them into Woody. They used them at like resorts and things.
Yep.
And they had open sides and things like that. And then they started doing them on cars in the late 20s, early 30s. But then in the 50s, the funny thing was in the 50s, they would actually put the vinyl sticker on that looked like wood.
Yeah.
I remember the old Ford Country Squires.
Yeah.
You got the wood grain package, the vinyl sticker.
But TVs were like that, weren't they? TVs had the wood grain effect. Keyboards.
And the microwaves. Microwaves had wood grains on them. It was like,
I remember Laura's mum had one. That was an old one when we hadn't been together long, and that's what her mum had. And it's one of the first ones I saw. Massive microwave with the wood effect on it.
Yeah, the Country Squire with the folding rear seats that went this way.
Yeah, from the side.
The kids were looking across
on either side, and you can fold them down.
Yeah, back when safety wasn't a problem.
Yeah, what's safety? There's still no problem. The government says fix it, you fix it.
We used to go to Florida every year. We had an Impala, Chevy Impala station wagon. We'd fold down the rear seat, 2 air mattresses, and a sheet, and my brother and I slept the whole way down.
Yep. My father did that cross country for 5 summers in a row.
Oh, we did it every year. We had a clamshell wagon where the window and the door would escape into the roof and the floor. It was like a clamshell. We'd just be sitting with our heads under the window so we could be looking up. Yep. But then if you had a few bucks, you'd buy the Vista Cruiser where you had the windows halfway up.
That was the Buick Vista Cruiser.
Oh, that turned off my back in.
No, Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile. Yeah, because the roof popped up just a little bit.
Yep, just a little bit.
You had that 6-inch window.
Yep.
In the front.
That's what our sort of copy was. The Morris 1000 Traveler. See the wood on the back of that?
Oh,
yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
My dad's actually got a saloon one of them. He actually got one now.
Nice.
Problem was they were made of ash, the wood ash, and they rotted out. And it's a big task to replace all the wood. You could buy it. There's actually a bloke on YouTube at the moment, I think, actually doing one. Real renovating one right up with all the new wood and everything.
There was a guy here in the States. He passed away a few years ago. His name was Doug Carr, Carr. He formed a company back in the 70s called the Wooden Car. And all he did was mill all the parts that went into Woodies because a lot of the wood parts were structural.
Yeah. What's in the Morris 1000, the back corners and that were. Yeah.
He would actually he had CNC machines and all that stuff, and he would make out of durable wood all the different parts and the mortise and tenons and dowel pins and all that. I tell you, really, really good job. Not cheap though.
No.
I can imagine now what wood costs for cars. Oh my god.
Yeah, the cheap junk that they sell now is $100,000.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh, you see the new Jeep? I love the new Jeep commercial. They don't care. You're watching the Jeep commercial and it says the Wagoneer, the new one, right?
It's the Grand Wagoneer, $89,999.
Starting at $61,999, and then it shows the other one $91,999. I'm like, that's like a condo price.
I know, it's ridiculous, and people are buying them. Where are they getting this money from?
Well, it's like here, like the new Land Rover Defender. Do you get them over there? Have you got the new Land Rover Defenders?
Yeah,
We do
yeah,
have Land
they're
Rovers.
about 120, I think.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, man. I see people around here with them. I think, how are they affording
But
them?
the dealers, Luke, are located in the posh towns, or like Westport.
And also
Guilford.
over here, it must be the same maybe you. They do good sort of deals.
Do they have a big rock in front of every dealer where they park one on top of the rock? That's what they do here. Every
they do.
Every Land Rover dealer here has.
They might do. Yeah,
they give them this.
Whack it on the rock.
It's a man-made rock, and they have the things always on a rock. Yeah.
Thing is, though, they just do deals here. You pay so much deposit down. It must be the same over
Oh,
there.
nobody buys them. They lease
and then
them.
you just pay however many £100 a month.
Yeah.
And then after 3 years, you either can pass it back and get a new one, or you can buy it. But it'll be so much to buy. You won't want a 3-year-old car for what they want. For
a guy at work has one. It's $990 a month to lease it.
Really?
He had to put
Grand Wagoneer?
20,000 down on a Defender, 20,000 down, and $999 a month for 3 years. And at the end of that, you can buy it for $75,000.
Yeah, but you'll just go back and start the same again, won't you?
That's it. Yeah, they just constantly have a payment. Yeah. Yep. Crazy.
It's like a mortgage.
It is. It's
worse
crazy.
than a mortgage.
I don't know. It's just point A to point B. You know.
You know what I find unusual also is now the Honda Goldwing.
Yeah.
Yeah, $29,000 on the Goldwing.
Yep.
And a Harley Davidson can run you 40.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. But with the Goldwing, you get reverse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you get reverse on them, do you?
Heated seats and heated grips.
There was a guy drove by me the other day. I don't know how the hell he was doing it. His stereo was so loud on his Goldwing. I mean, I could hear it with my windows up like it was right there.
They put an amplifier in the trunk. Boost the power.
Great. The thing I remember, my first Goldwing that my buddy bought, you could put a full pizza in the trunk.
Yeah. I can with mine. Fit the box right in the back trunk.
Yeah, Tommy.
Oh, let's see.
Hey, Tom.
Let's see. Mick. Yeah.
So Mick later will be in his mankini getting into his hot tub then.
That just makes me want to close my eyes.
Yeah.
I was watching his video.
I'll put that thought in your head now.
You
I was
can't
watching
unsee that, even if it's not been seen.
his video this morning on that rotavator, and I'm thinking to myself, how much so do you charge? I mean, it's a 48-minute video, so you figure it had to take at least an hour, right? Yeah. What do you charge the guy? You know,
I haven't watched all of that yet.
Yeah, I mean, a good video, and he did a great job and all, but it's like, what do you really charge the guy? He's probably expecting like a 30 or 40 quid bill, and then you're gonna say, 130 quid.
Ken, do you ever come across implements for tractors? I'm possibly.
Yeah, what do you mean, like 3-point?
Yeah, 3-point. I'm looking at possible rototiller.
Let me ask around, because I know a couple guys that sort of deal in that. We have a auction up here in Prospect, Connecticut. Yeah. And there's usually stuff up there. He usually has it every couple months. But look for the equipment auctions.
Yeah, maybe I can make it up that way over the summer months. And
yeah, he's got one or two over the summer.
Together and kind of like go to the auction.
Is that the Prospect one with that helicopter that's sitting on that road?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been doing that for years.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's just crap, but sometimes you can get a deal. You just got to do a good inspection when you walk over everything.
Yeah, we have a place. It's probably about 25, 30 miles away, which do they have a tractor and all implements and everything? You know, there's stuff there. It'd be absolutely thousands, and yeah, they have that quite often.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
Never been to one. Problem is, we used to have quite a lot of auctions round quite near to us, but as this place, because we're not that far from London, they've got more of a sort of commuting place because we're only about 50 miles off London. It become a bit more posh around here. So then that sort of pushed the people didn't want general auction with all that sort of rubbish in them. So yeah, there isn't much of that. So we got to travel up to Norfolk really, and then they got some auctions up there.
25.
I think you're going to see a lot more auctions and stuff full of mowers and stuff because people are going to be getting into the battery powered stuff. they're going to try to get rid of this stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
I just recommended that to a customer the other day. He was asking me about he had a Toro strimmer, and I told him what it cost to fix. I said, look, instead of spending 55, 65 with me, spend 100, get an Ego or whatever, and just you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
He uses it for 5 minutes a week.
Spot on, Aaron. That's where it is. Sheffins at Sutton.
Oh, what's that, an auction?
Yeah, that's an auction. Yeah.
Oh, Jason Summers is here. Hey, Jason.
Jason.
But,
So what's Andrew doing?
The guy called up. He didn't want to know about the screws. He actually dropped off 2 pieces of equipment in my driveway at 5 a.m. this morning. So
yeah.
Right, live fire up.
I've had one of them for sale for weeks and no one wants it.
What's that, mower?
Yeah.
Mine is started by now.
Yeah.
Is it running?
It is now.
He's taken the internet from Klaus. It's stuttering.
Yeah. Hi, Bill.
Bill, how you doing?
Hi, Bill.
Now it's not running.
Bit slow on the old revs.
What do you got? A set of mixed sliders on or what?
Oh yeah, man. Look at that.
Safety sliders? There you go. you need the white socks though.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Well, not Bill.
Those are good looking safety shoes.
Oh,
What's the temperature now, Bill? 102? What?
Well, no, the sun's just now coming up, so it's only about 91.
Oh,
Only.
where are you located, Bill?
I'm just north of Fort Worth.
Toasty.
Yeah. They say the high is going to be around 106, 107 today.
Whoa.
Right. Yeah, but no humidity, right?
No, the humidity is around 80, and they say the humidity is low, and it's like, yeah, tell that to a friggin' cookie in the oven, you know.
You pick up the cookie, and the ingredients separate themselves.
Yeah,
You don't go outside today. You turn the air on. That's it.
The only thing I'm doing outside today is in a little while. My neighbor, we've got our sprinkler boxes right next to each other, and they're down by the street. And he saw water in his, so he says, "Do you know how to drain it?" And it's on a hill, so it's like, yeah, get a rubber hose. We can just siphon it, you know.
Put a snake in.
Hi, Leonardo. Yeah, we're meant to be in the 80s at the end of the week. That's hot for us. That is hot.
Okay, quit showing off.
Bill, do you know a city or a town called Aubrey?
I actually, when I moved to Texas, I moved to Aubrey originally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My buddy just built a house there, $550,000, and I was like, you could get a lot for that kind of money in Aubrey.
Oh, I live in a city called Trophy Club, which is like yuppie hell. And yeah, I got a little 3,000-foot house. Well, a little for Trophy Club.
I would say that's three times the size of my house.
Yeah, but it's like ungodly amount of money to sell the house. We're thinking about moving to Indiana, and it's like, you know, we'll clear 600 or 700 on the house when we sell it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Is
Gotta
Trophy
pay real
Club,
estate taxes down there.
is Trophy Club the name of the town? Is it actually the name of the town, or?
I know it's sort of a yuppie city.
Yeah,
We've
I've
got a
never
golf
heard of
course.
it.
It's
Trophy
got
Club.
8,000 people and a golf course.
Yeah, sounds
else do you
like
need
it's
to
to
know?
do with a golf course.
Private, right?
Very, yes.
Yeah.
It's if you're into golf, you know, Byron Nelson, the golfer,
Oh, yeah.
he built the course.
Oh, wow.
He was a resident here. Yeah, our big claim to fame is you got to sit down for this one. The Jonas Brothers.
Oh, get out, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, we got Terry Bradshaw lives around the corner. The Jonas Brothers are from here, you know.
Wow.
It's a little embarrassing, but what do you do?
The only claim to fame we have in my town, we have a hockey player, Chris Drury, who is now the general manager of the New York Rangers. He grew up here, and actually our town in 1989, we were the Little League World Champions. And it's funny, that sign stayed on the Merritt Parkway for like 20 years.
Well,
Home of
yeah.
1989, it's like they're all 50 years old right now.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it's bank managers and things now.
Yeah.
No, here it's our basketball team's not real good. But
Now you have full schools and everything in that town.
Yeah, the high school.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I went to I lived in Fort Lauderdale growing up. Went to a very ordinary little school called Northeast High School, and its big claim to fame was Mike Mularkey was our quarterback, who ended up playing for the Buffalo Bills, and he coached Jacksonville for a few years, and he was our quarterback. But our high school was about the size of the combined bathrooms in the high school here.
Yeah, my high school, I think we had 800 seniors when we graduated.
Wow.
That's how we were. Yeah.
Yeah, about 800.
That's a long time ago, though.
In high school, yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah,
we had
Henry.
We had one public high school and one private high school. Yeah.
Wow.
Unknown is asking about idling. A lot of mowers don't idle. I know in the UK, you guys do have throttles on a lot of your mowers, but in the States, it's usually just 1 RPM and that's it.
Just set.
Just set and that's it.
Yeah.
And you got the dead man, for the cutoff.
Yeah, we do. A lot of them still have the throttle control.
Mm.
Hey, Rick, some people have to have 2 jobs just so they have enough money to be broke.
Yeah. I had the good or bad fortune of retiring at 56.
Oof. My mother retired at 56.
You know what people don't think about is all your buddies are at work. It's boring. So I said, I know.
I think I could get used to it, though.
Yeah, but here's my problem. I'm in my work.
Oh, your work is at home?
My work has been in my garage for the past 27 years. I've worked by myself, and I love every minute of it. I'm technically retired, but if there's work to be done, I do it.
Yeah.
So it's like I've just transitioned from needing to work as to deciding to work.
Yeah, and you've got to keep yourself busy with something, haven't you? You know,
I
know so many people like my uncle. He retired about 50. He retired in his 50s. He's about 55. Yeah. He was a policeman originally. Yeah. Then he worked in the police station behind the desk.
Right.
And then he retired. And him and they've got a house. It's perfect. Everything's done.
Oh yeah, you do the house first.
Yeah, and they've done all that, but
right.
they're bored because they're always going around trying to look to do something because there's nothing to do. They haven't got a hobby or nothing.
Like now, if there's mailings that I have to prepare, then I spend the time and I do what I have to do. If there's nothing to do, I'll spend a little time on YouTube like this, or I grab out some electronics. And then the local Subaru dealer needs me to swap cars once in a while. I'll go work for them for a couple hours a day.
Yeah, my wife's uncle did that, Kevin, for about 5 years. He would deliver cars.
Yeah. So it's all just, break it up and do what you have to do to kind of occupy your time.
I've been arrested for speeding a couple of times. You have to go really fast to get arrested. Nobody will let me swap their cars.
No swapping deals here, huh?
No. It's when you've been arrested for going 3-digit numbers more than once, they say, no, he doesn't work for us.
No. So, but, hey, life is what you make it.
Yeah.
Unknown, but YouTube keeps sucking me in. I need to work more. We know the feeling, don't we? YouTube does suck you in.
Yeah, it does.
But you got to try and make it part of a work. Have a channel, do stuff as well, and then you sort of
you want to laugh? Work. You want to laugh? Go look at my first video. It was just a funny idea a year ago or whatever it was. I said, I'll bet I could take this edger and turn it into a stump grinder. And my little brother looked and he says, dude, you're going to kill yourself one of these days. And I said, no, let's try. And I made a video and the thing worked like a charm. Yeah. And then I said, I'm really good at this. I should make a video of that. And then he turned around and he says, do motors for God's sake. You're like the motor whisperer. Do motors. And it's like, okay,
Yeah. It's a good little hobby.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about you the other day, Bill. The customer brought me a weed eater handheld blower. I just shook my head. I go, this is something Bill should have.
Oh, I love those. Yeah. I actually I'm gonna have a video pretty soon here. I had an old weed eater, right? Got it, but I gave him $5 for it. And the motor was, I looked in the camera with the camera in the motor before I bought it. It was burnt up, like half the cylinder was black. I bought it anyway, just for the squeeze handle, because I'm going to use it. I've got a little trailer I use to fertilize. I'm going to use it to make a lever so that I don't have to reach backwards to open and close the little fertilizer gate.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Crossing driveways. So I'm going to make a little lever. I said that'll make a good video, and it would make it a lot easier.
Sure.
I asked the guy when the last time he used it
on a motorcycle.
Yeah, the guy said last year. I opened up the fuel tank. Oh my god, the varnish smell. Oh,
and it still ran, right?
Yeah, right.
Now, those are the ones I go looking for those. Those are the ones I live for because it's like they're easy enough. With the little ones, you can say, "Oh, don't put Chinese carburetors on." It's like, man, it's a Chinese engine. I'm going to put a Chinese carburetor on that weed eater.
I have an old Craftsman blower vac. It's handheld. I don't think I've ever changed the fuel in it at all. And you pull start it, it just won't start. I spray a little bit of engine start in there, and that sucker fires right up, and it runs. It's just like, I leave it. I put it away for the winter. I may not use it for 2 years. I'll go back in there, and it's right on going.
That's what I do with my scarifiers, the lawn rake things. I put them. I use them only once or twice a year. I put them away. Don't drain the fuel or anything. Just get them out the next year. They always seem to start up all right. Whatever fuel's in them or whatever. So.
Yeah, if you put it in a shed where it's 105 outside and the sun's hitting the shed and it's, 275 degrees. Trust me, you don't want to go in that shed in the afternoon,
No.
You'll die on the way in. You'll just cook in the doorway.
Yeah,
I promise that has to have an effect on the fuel. It has to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's around here, things sit for 6 months and it's just burnt up.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's too cold or when it's too hot in a shed, or if it's like a metal shed, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's got to be bad.
I like when I open up my tailgate of my truck and my gas can is like a balloon.
Yeah. That's not scary.
John, if that handheld,
I'm fizzing quite a lot. I'm fizzing ones in my van.
You hit the button, it's like, psst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about it's like, I've got a $3,000 riding lawnmower sitting in that little aluminum hot box.
It's cooking.
Maybe it needs air conditioning.
Listed on it by now.
Well, I've thought about solar fans in the ceiling. 105, 108 is bad, but you walk in that thing when the sun's on it.
And it's 195.
It really is. I mean, you feel like a cookie.
Mm-hmm. I said, John, if that thing had grown legs, it would have run away from you. Beat the living daylights out of your handheld blower.
Yeah. That's what I say. I love when I hear people say, "Oh, yeah, I just left it. I don't start it except once a year." All I can think is, there's something to play with. Every morning I go on Craigslist and whatnot and say, okay, what have we got for weed eaters and blowers today? Because for me, I love them.
Well, I think you're right, because you say about the cheap Chinese engines, they tend to get on well with the cheap Chinese carbs. It's when you've got a branded engine like a Steel or a Honda, the carbs sometimes don't seem to be as good. But with the cheap stuff, they seem to marry up well.
Echoes don't like Chinese carburetors.
No.
Husqvarnas do sometimes, but everything else, those little cheap carburetors run like a charm. You know what people do wrong, though? Is like on a mower. Say you've got a 140, right? A 140cc EX motor.
Yeah.
And people go online and they'll buy the carburetor to replace it. And they'll buy a cheap carburetor. What they do wrong is they buy the Chinese carburetors have the same carburetor for the 140 through the 190.
Yeah.
And it's just not a generic thing, man.
No,
there's too big a
never
difference
get enough
in the
fuel. Yeah, there's never. Yeah, it's too.
Yeah.
Lean. Yeah.
It's like when I finally broke down and went and bought the ultrasonic. I haven't replaced a carburetor since then on a 4-stroker. I just take it all apart, throw it in there, and see what happens. And every time they come out like brand new.
Yep.
I have about 9 out of 10 success. I do have the old one if it's really bad that doesn't run right afterwards, but generally the ultrasonic does sort them.
It's got to be pretty darn bad to have to replace it.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I think what a lot of people do now, the mistake they make, they get a tool in, they take the carb off if it's not running. They take the carb off and they go online, they look, you can buy a carb for a strimmer, say, for example, for 10, 12 pounds. They just do that straight away before they take the original Walbro, Zammer or whatever apart. It's always best to keep the original carb if you can, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Just put a diaphragm kit in it, gasket and diaphragm kit in it, and more than likely give it a good clean, it'll be good.
The ones that I find are the issues, though, especially Zammas, is the internal check valve. When the fuel's been left in for a while, if you don't have an ultrasonic, I mean, I have an ultrasonic, but if you try and just clean them, the internal check valve, if you hit your primer bulb and it doesn't come out, that's when I find I have to replace them, because I've had them where I've cleaned them in the ultrasonic, and that primer bulb, it's still, it just won't come back out because there's an internal check valve that gets gummed up. And once that happens, then I go for another one.
Yeah, because you press it should pop straight back out. And I've had them lazy.
But you got that separate section that's either white or black.
But Henry, even if that's brand new and it's still internally, if there's the check valve and the Zammas, they have them buried. You can't get to them. Once they clog, they clog. I mean, it's probably 5 out of 10. But like you were saying, Bill, the steel, I never have an issue with Chinese carbs. But Echo just it will not run on a Chinese.
I do. I have mixed results with steel, and I've got FS90. It's a 4 mix, and I did actually get one for that once, and it took me so long to adjust it right. I was using it for work, but over a span of 2 weeks, carrying a screwdriver around with me, I actually got it dead right in the end, and that's been all right since. But sometimes, I've had good results, sometimes not. I did that John Deere the other week. I did a video on it, and I bought a cheap carb for that, and it weighed sort of half the amount of the original one, but put it on and it runs spot on. So that was a good result, 14 pounds. So that's all it was on a Kawasaki engine.
Yeah, Kawasaki parts are real expensive.
Yeah.
The problem you have with the Chinese carburetors is not the design or anything. It's not the carburetor itself. They're too generic. Like I said, it's for the weed eaters. People don't think about it. The weed eaters go from 23 cc clear up to 32 or 34. And a 34 cc weed eater will not hold a 23 cc carb and rev up.
No, it
might idle okay.
Yeah.
And then the opposite
extra fuel coming from.
I always check the Venturi bore size when I buy them just to make sure. Some of the really good Chinese manufacturers, some of the really good Chinese manufacturers will actually put a dimension in their ad.
They do.
Showing what the bore is, because there is that much of a difference.
But you get those big ass jets, and sorry, didn't mean to say that. Yeah, what I meant to say was, you get those big ass jets, and it just won't run; it'll choke.
Yeah. And there's something. It's how many times you put a Chinese one on, and you still don't have enough adjustment. You just try, and you just don't have enough.
Well, that's because that's when it's a 32 cc carburetor on that would usually be a small one on a big one.
Yeah.
I just hate that when you've got a lawnmower and you get that hunting. I hate it. Hunting. It's just, and you clean the carb and then it still does it. And you think, oh no. Most annoying sound in the world.
It's amazing.
The first thing I look for is how low does it go.
A lot of customers tell me it's been hunting since day one. Some of these engines.
Yeah, some of the cheap brands do. Yeah.
And I'm saying, how do you cut your lawn? With
I always look at the springs, and especially like when it's hunting, if it goes way low, way low, then you always say, okay, torque that spring just a tiny bit, and take the bottom up a tiny bit, and then all of a sudden it finds its way.
It's amazing though how on the Honda engines, the GCVs, that spring 10 thousandths either way, it's hunting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get an OEM spring out of the package, perfect. You pull that just a hair. Nope.
Yeah, and you sit there and you go, and especially if you make it too short, you go, oh man, now I got to go get another spring.
Well, I can't understand that. On the little Briggs Classics where you have the primer bulb with the side, and you've got the tank underneath and the plastic carb on top, and you've got the diaphragm and gasket on them. I can't believe that people don't change that diaphragm and gasket, because nearly every time that is why you get hunting issues on them, and people don't. They clean the carb out and put it back together, and they don't change that diaphragm and gasket.
Oh, you mean the diaphragm carbs? You just put a new metering diaphragm in it, and it'll fix 90% of them.
Well, yeah, and a lot of people take them, clean them, and everything, and still put it back in, and it's sagging.
Yeah.
You can see it sagging. I think for £3 or £4, you can buy a brand new genuine one, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. It's like it's 4 screws for God's sake.
Yeah,
and it's the easiest. You don't even have to take anything else off most of the time.
It's so easy.
Just open the bottom, throw it in, you're done.
Yeah, but yeah, I've got about 10 of them in a bag in the shed, just ready if I get that type of mower to change them. Yeah,
I've got a little bag of diaphragms and a little bag of those little flap things.
Yeah.
I don't know the proper name for that.
Hour and 15 minutes. I gotta go see what's outside before it's not raining here yet, Kevin, but it looks like it's looming.
Yeah.
It's early. Oh, sorry.
What's that? No, we're due to get a big rainstorm here, and I'd like to get some work done this morning before it rains. Yeah. The ring job inside, I could do that on the bench inside. That's what be, but the outside recoils and things like that. He said he didn't need them today, but he was hinting at that. So
yeah, I want to know about that ring job.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely video it, because what I did when I got the mower yesterday, I finally got the whole mower. I put oil in it because he had drained it for me. I put oil in it the right amount because I figured maybe he overfilled it. Nope, It was smoking. It was definitely smoking. I'm like, okay.
I'm still willing to bet you a nickel the rings lined up.
Either lined up or the expander collapsed. Either way, but I'll let you guys know. I'll do a video. All right, I'm gonna get going. So thank you to Luke.
See everyone. The chat.
Kevin, Bill,
wonderful day.
Mr. Henry, everybody in the chat.
Who's on today?
Thanks for having me.
I think Andrew's on later on today. He has a chat, and I think Lee's on, right? Isn't Lee on another hour or so? I think Anfield Lee goes on.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, whoever's going on, just follow them, like them, subscribe, and all that. We'll talk to you guys later.
Take care.
See you later,
everyone.